Imagine El Clasico multiplied by the North London Derby to the power of Super Clasico. That's basically what's going down from Thursday, as the single biggest week of the footballing year will see the beautiful game take a stranglehold on the world's imagination with paralysing effect from Poland to Panama. As 68 matches are played across 4 continents with millions of spectators, billions of viewers, and a whole lot of this. With so much going down, there's a lot to know, but we've got you covered. This is the ultimate guide to the ultimate international break. Let's start with the UEFA European World Cup qualifiers, where you've got 9 different groups, and the top place of each group will earn direct qualification to the World Cup, whilst the 8 best runners-up will earn a place in the playoff stage in November. The 9th best runner-up, they go out. Each team will play their final 2 World Cup qualifiers in this upcoming international break, 1 home and 1 away. And for the first time in decades, the majority of teams are still in with a chance of at least a playoff. Let's begin with Group A, a group that has seen amateurs Luxembourg hold Mbappe & co at home. You've also got the star-studded ex-Euro champs and 3-time World Cup finalist Netherlands, not just struggling for a top spot, but struggling for a playoff spot. Group A's game to watch. The big game has got to be the final match, where the Netherlands will host Sweden for a game that will be as big as international football can get. Sweden will only need a draw to make the playoff. The Netherlands will need to beat the Swedes just to save their blushes and at least make a playoff. Group B. So you're the champions of Europe, with the world's best players and a pretty simple group. If you're Portugal, you should already basically be in Russia, right? Wrong, because atop of Group B sits the mighty Swiss, and going into the last week, they're not looking to move out of that top spot. Game to watch. First versus second, Portugal versus Switzerland. I don't know if FIFA have some kind of psychic doing these draws beforehand to ensure mad TV ratings, but you literally couldn't pick a better game for the group to finish with. Group C. Sure, they're top and sure they're the world champions, but unlike the last 4 qualification campaigns, Die Mannschaft still need the final international break matches to qualify. But forget that anyway, because look who secured at least second. It's only taken them 3 decades, but Northern Ireland are going to the playoffs. Still not doing anything for you? Okay, well let me take you back to the summer of 2016. Yeah, those fans. So imagine those scenes we saw at the Euros, then multiply that by how much bigger the World Cup is. Group C game to watch. FIFA fixture organisers have done it again. Northern Ireland versus the world champions in Belfast. Germany just need a point to book their ticket to Russia. But do you really think an already sold out Northern Irish home crowd, with a side who have conceded the least amount of goals in all of European qualifying, still have a sniff at qualifying automatically for the World Cup, and have Will Griggs, are just going to roll over? Please. Group D. I mean, this group, come on, it was scenes from the beginning. You've got Wales, the Euro 26 stars on the pitch. You've got Ireland, the Euro 26 stars off the pitch. And Austria, who many still deem one of Europe's dark horses. I mean, in this group, we're talking some of the best players and, more importantly, the best fans in the international game, all fighting for 1 qualification spot. Oh, and here's the thing. None of them are top in that spot. Yep, Serbia, who were creating scenes on and off the pitch ages ago, are back. And they've come from nowhere to lead the group going into the last 2 games. The Group D game to watch. This one's a tie. Austria versus Serbia in Vienna could see the Mighty Eagles qualify in front of one of their biggest expat communities. Not that their ultras need any more firepower. But also, there's Wales versus Ireland, where chances are both teams are going to be needing 3 points. And in front of an absolutely packed stadium in Wales, you're going to have one absolutely insane red and green atmosphere. Group E. 6 months ago when we took you to Montenegro with the Ultras, it was pandemonium, and even I genuinely didn't think things in that group could get any more exciting. But fuck me, they have. Thanks to Denmark going on 1, undefeated in their last 4, including last international break's 4-0 shellacking of tabletoppers Poland, which has seen the dynamics of the group completely readjusted. Going into this final week, Poland, Montenegro, and now Denmark all have a legitimate chance of either topping the group, making the playoff, or going home with nothing. The Group E game to watch. Look, with this group, I don't know. But what I do know is it's going to involve our friends Montenegro. First, they're at home to Denmark, where a draw or win should have them absolutely pumped for their second game away to Poland. But if they lose in that first match, the second game stakes are raised even higher, as they'll have to head to an already sold out Warsaw looking to take all 3 points. Montenegro's ultras have already told me they'll be alongside them every step of the way. And yeah, even away to Poland. Mental cases, honestly. Group F. In traditional English style, the three Lions have done their best to make the qualifiers as boring as possible, but forget top spot, as Group F is all about the fight for second. The Group F game to watch. You've got three teams, separated by 2 spots, all playing each other, but only one of them have the mighty Tartan Army. So for me, it's both of Scotland's games, as 2 wins will take them to the playoff spot for the first time in decades, and I can promise you if that happens, there won't be a dry eye or sober body north of Newcastle. Group G. 2 World Cup winners with 2 of the best goalkeepers, strikers, midfields, squads in the game, which meant it was always going to go down to the wire in Group G. And while Spain have the upper hand after beating the Azzurri in Madrid last month, Spain's finish is a tricky away leg in Israel, which will leave Italy believing automatic qualification is still a possibility. The Group G game to watch. It's not often you see Buffon get chipped from 30 yards, but miracles happen in the Holy Land, and that's exactly what happened to Italy when they visited. Now, it's Spain and De Gea's turn to face the music in Jerusalem, where a win takes them to the World Cup, and any drop points sees Italy with a chance to take over. Group H. With top spots sewn up, Group H is all about the fight for second spot, and it's been a hell of a fight, literally, where the Bosnian home leg saw punch-ups, kicks, and the Bosnian assistant manager knock out a Greek player's tooth. The tension was blamed on the Greek home match, where after multiple flares were exchanged on both sides, a banner mocking the Srebrenica massacre was unveiled in the Greek home end. On top of that, both sides have stumbled along the way, with Greece unable to defeat Minos Estonia in Athens and Bosnia somehow giving up a 2-goal lead to lowly placed Cyprus, who themselves, after a 4-game unbeaten run, for the first time in their history, have a chance at a playoff spot going into the final week. The Group H game to watch. With both sides in with a chance of a playoff spot now, Greece vs Cyprus has become a bit of a Mediterranean derby with a lot at stake. But the big one for me involves the big boys, Bosnia vs Belgium, and I'm not just talking about on the pitch. Because off it, I know for a fact, the Bosnia Fanaticos are planning to take things to another level to make sure their beloved Zmajlevi get the 3 points, and if they do, their next and final match, away to Estonia, well that definitely becomes the must-watch match. Bosnia will send tens of thousands of away fans to make sure they cement that playoff spot instead of the Greeks. But even amongst all these potential scenes, mouth-watering lineups and mind-blowing narratives, the best is saved for last. Behold Group I, where 4 out of 6 teams, yes that's right, 2/3 of the group, go into the final round of qualifiers with a genuine chance at taking out top spot and automatic World Cup qualification. To make it easy to understand, for this group I've split the Dreamers into 2 groups. You've got the leading pack. First place Croatia and second place Iceland, both on 16 points and only split by goal difference. And you've got the chasing pack. Third place Turkey and 4th place Ukraine, both on 14 points and not even able to be split on goal difference. But here's where things get interesting. Whilst the leading pack have the goal difference advantage, the chasing pack both get a home game against one of the leading pack. And I'm not sure if you've ever seen a Turkish or Ukrainian home crowd, but it's just as valuable as any 2-point advantage. The Group I game to watch. In all honesty, all of them. You see, every game involving these nations is about so much more than football, and that will be reflected on and off the pitch. Croatia, struggling with internal politics and corruption in the federation that has left a sour taste in the game, will again be conflicted with their incredible golden generation team on the pitch. Still yet to follow up their incredible 3rd place finish at the 2002 World Cup with even a tournament appearance, will give everything to secure the 6 points and finally make it to another World Cup. Ukraine, I don't know if you've been reading the news lately, but for them to wave their flag at Russia's World Cup, let alone perform there, will be a statement arguably as powerful as any they've made during the current war they are partaking in with next year's tournament host. Tiny, seriously tiny Iceland will be desperate to not only follow up their Euro 2016 heroics, but make up for the heartbreak of the last World Cup qualifiers, which saw them knocked out in the playoffs by fellow Group I boys Croatia. Oh, and amongst all of that, if they do qualify, they become the smallest nation in the history of the tournament to make the World Cup. Yeah, kind of a big deal, right? Oh, and that's just Europe. Make sure you check out Copa 90 US to see why CONCACAF, aka North and Central America, and CONMEBOL, aka South America, make Europe's international break look like a Sunday league fixture. Also, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Oh, and by the way, Copper fam, if you're attending any of these games or just watching them in the streets, capture the footage and send it to us to feature on the channel.